This reading is going to be about Drake and Rihanna and mainly the issues that are just like harbored um, between them and just from his side, probably because he is the one who is harboring such hatred and such um, pettiness and just showcasing lots of emotional immaturity in here. Because it's been over what, like 14 years since they've been together and stuff, and he's still doing all this. He's still just, looking back at all of this and just frowning upon it and just coming at her and dissing her and just disrespecting her name and shit like that. So yeah, we're just going to do a full reading, just a general one, and just freestyle whatever the fuck is gonna come up because I don't have like a really, detailed questions or some stuff like that. I just want to wing it and see whatever the fuck pops up. I've wanted to post the Nicki and Drake reading, the Nicki Minaj and Drake reading, but it's really long. It's like over 50 minutes. So I'm just trying to find a proper time to actually do so and post it so we can know just like everything about a lot of stuff that happens between them and that takes place. But until then, we're just going to try to keep like, the other readings shorter so we can have plenty of time to just do them all. I still have a lot to push out, lots of readings to push out, but yeah, let's just start the reading about Drake Ariana. Okay, let's start. Drake Ariana, Drake Ariana. I'm going to take a card for each one of them. I'm going to draw a card for each one of them, and we're going to keep going from there and the energy between them and what is going on. Drake and Rihanna. Yeah, Drake is all about just violating all the boundaries and just coming at her strongly, knowing that it's already like over with and done with. My God, the cards are just flying all over the place. See, Ariana, let me see. Yeah, Ariana sees him as an impulsive person, like a very impulsive man who is very, who does things in a very like, it always. Okay, wait. I was sorry. She sees him as an uncontrollable man who just want to have everything his way, and who wants to just it's like his way or the highway, who always just wants to have control over a certain situation, who always want to paint whatever story comes up with his own colors, basically just making sure that everybody just hears his side of the story or just is unbelievably selfish. He's always just like working and just doing everything in such a haste that it gives away everything and nothing. She's there, she's enjoying her life, she's enjoying herself, enjoying being a mother. I was gonna say enjoy being a wife, but she's enjoying, like her role. She's enjoying the fact that she is making her family grow and she's providing for herself and her family. She's being creative. She's loving her life. She's living her life also. She's, turning into her intuition, everything. Plus, this is a Pisces card, so it's like really her energy. Ain't she a Pisces? I think she is. But yeah, she's enjoying, motherhood. She loves the fact that she's enjoying all of this, and we can also just point out the fact that motherhood has changed her um, truly and completely. Um, because if it was, like the old her, she was going to make him regret really crossing her and just coming at her in the wrong way, in just a disrespectful way. She's enjoying the fact that she still gets a rise out of him, but at the same time, it's like you're just doing too much. You're just carrying all this hatred and all those burdens within his heart for somebody who he claims is over with and who is, like who is over her. He claims that he's over her, but he's still doing the most about her, and he's still just, violating everything and just overstepping all the boundaries that are there. He can't handle rejection well. I think we've gotta like, a little bit of knowledge on that subject because we see how he treats women who turn him down and reject him. Yeah, see, she does not like the shit that he does. She does not fuck with him that way. It's like okay, so it's like the breakup happened, everything just kept happening. I think that at one point they were on and off because this is what I like. This was feels like. it's on and off, and he always felt like, like she's going to come back, like it's always gonna, lead back to him and everything. He's always going to be, like leading her back to him all the time and everything. So when he's seeing and he saw that she kept like branching out and just enjoying herself and just growing an empire for herself, and he wasn't part of that process, nor was he a part of that success anymore, he just grew saltier and he just wanted to kind of like, it did in a way kind of like made him, it did make him competitive, or just like kind of inspired him to even like expand his own shit, his own stuff, and just kind of like conquer whatever he wanted. But at the same time, he's still very much just I'd say like obsessed. Wait, yeah, I wouldn't use that word just loosely, but he's still very much, salty about everything and just about how everything ended. Like, at times when breakups happen, one side just keeps, like glowing and flourishing and just, growing up, and after growing shit, and one side just kind of like is taking it harder than it should have been at times. But he's just taking it way too far. He's just doing a lot. It's like he just wants everything. He thought that, like she would drop whoever she was with, and like they'd still have a chance at doing whatever that they were doing. But he thought wrong. Because what I'm hearing is like the best thing, the Beyonce song, best thing I never had. I'm so through with that. But honestly, yeah, hold on. Yeah, it's like it's giving, honestly, it turned out to be the best thing I have had, you have had, anyway, whatever, that song. The fact that, she just moved on doesn't sit right with him and doesn't sit well within his spirit. Is the fact that it's just kind of like there is so much prideful energy in here, and just like the fact that he just wanna keep coming at her, because that just in a way does keep stroking his ego, and the fact that she doesn't respond to him just makes him want to like go harder at her and just like nag at her until he gets a reaction, out of her. I mean, it's just like, to be honest, it's just a typical case of just, like a bitter ex, but at the same time, there is a lot more going on here than just that too, and we are going to um go right there now, because I just I'm just here like wondering, why isn't he just accepting the fact that he needs to grow up? Why doesn't he accept the fact that he needs to grow up and just let go of those ways that he has and focus on something else instead of just doing shit like this? Like, at this rate, he just looks like he's always going to keep being this way until really something kind of like shakes him off and just like triggers him to really just look within him and have some one-on-one time with himself and try to at least like do some damage repairing in here, because it doesn't look too pretty for that man. But let's see. Drake and Rihanna. Drake and Rihanna. Let's use another that. Drake and Rihanna. Drake and Rihanna. I always saying the names right because everybody just has like a different type of pronunciation when it comes to that. But let's see. Yeah, it's the fact that he's always kind of like plotting and just trying to find ways to just relish in that anger and that feeling that he has towards whatever the cases were when they were together. He's definitely he. Oh my God, he keeps watching everything. Like there is the energy of just like always being curious to see what the fuck is she up to, or like what's is happening, updating himself on everything. Just lurking from the sidelines because he isn't in the picture anymore. Just watching everything, just feeling angry that you're not part of that success, you're not part of that circle, you're still feeling for that woman. I mean, sure, because this is giving like the energy of the one that got away, and he doesn't like that. He doesn't like the fact that she just moved on from all of this and from all that shit. So he just disguises whatever love he has for her, but with okay, so he disguises the love, and he masks his emotions, he masks the love that he feels towards her, or like he still has for her, by just being a sadistic person, and by just repressing his feelings and just not um, saying much about it anymore. So instead, he just focuses on the anger he feels, on those bitter feelings, on just the fact that he just wants to lash out. He just wants to do the most. He just wants to be um, prideful. He just wants to do a lot and just, say lots of harmful shit to get under his skin. But let's see from Rihanna's side because all we just keep talking about is Drake because his energy is mainly like very prominent in here. So let's see, let us see from Rihanna's side about this whole thing. Okay, she sees him as, someone who just really needs a reality fucking check. And she was like, if I still was that reckless girl that he really meant and he really knew of, he knows that, like she's hiding somewhere within her. If I really was that, if I really don't have much to lose, I would really, show him who the fuck he's talking to and who's really boss. But she's like, I cherish the memories and I just want to move forward and just respect whatever we've had, even though he was, I don't want to say that, but she definitely does seem as a weirdo. Even though he was a weirdo, even though he's moving weird and being, funky towards her and everything, she still just, like kind of thinks back to, she thinks back, she thinks back to the days that they were together, and she's like, what have I seen in that guy? Why did I even give him a chance? It's like, sure, he did have the money, he was a charmer and everything, but look at how he became now. Listen. Look at how he became. He has a family and everything. He still goes after my own. He still comes and asks me. You know. Yep. She's like, she definitely yeah, she definitely is very much deciding what to do about the situation. But he definitely did shock her. He did kind of really made her feel very uh very kind of like grateful about the fact that she walked away from all of him or like all of this before it's even gets much more serious. She's also very happy that she is not with a man who cannot control his emotions like that and who will just always put everything on blast. Like we didn't even part ways in that like much of a worse case or like that much of a bad terms in these. I mean, sure, yeah, he was, like he did cheat, I think, on her or like had a baby when he was with her or some shit like that. I do not know, so do not hold me accountable for that one. But she's like, I made sure that we still were good, but just keep your peace and keep the space up. But at the same time, she's like, all of this because I decided to walk away and just choose my own self and do better by myself, and just to not be associated with his weirded out behavior and his odd manners. She's like, I'm glad I walked away when I still had the chance to. But she's like, even though I did walk away and everything, he's still stuck on that situation, on me walking away. So she's like, he's sorry ass cannot see the reality of everything and cannot see the severeness of any situation. And she just can't be with that. I'm hearing her say that she just wouldn't want to deal with an emotionally immature man who chooses to just put everything out on blast whenever there is something wrong going on. Let's see. What else is going on between these two? I mean, the energy between these two. Yeah, see? Full of rage. Ready to explode. Just, feeling so angry. He's feeling so angry at the fact that, she's moving on with her life. She's having her family and he isn't a part of that. He's so angry at the fact that she walked away and just, well, he still feels for her and kept his heart with her. See, the history. Something from the past is affecting current situations. The past is always going to affect current situations if we don't let go of it and just, like choose to move forward and just live in the present moment. and he's doing the opposite of that by still just deciding to mention everybody and just break down at any given moment and just showcase the people that he's still bitter and that just he's embarrassed and an embarrassment to himself. Like, yeah, a breakthrough. Lots of truths being revealed, and there is the energy of just like more truths are going to be coming out. That's regard Drake as a person, his behavior, his character. There is something that's going to be coming to the light about him, and it's not going to be a pretty sight, like at all. See, yeah, unexplainable, irresistible pull. He still feels for her, and the fact that he still feels for her is always like driving him insane because he always still wants more from her, even if it's a reaction, even if it's a response, anything. Like he hates the fact that she isn't answering or like she isn't reacting to any shit that he says, and it's really just fucking him up. Yeah, some receipts, some proofs are going to be revealed about him as a person or about something that's maybe regarded them together. But let's see what it's going to be about. Yeah, it's going to have the social media. It's also stalking her through social media as well. Like, they keep up with everything. I mean, sure, because they have fake profiles, fake shit. So, they keep up with every other celebrity. But he's keeping tabs. I mean, like, real good tabs. Turmoil, chaos, feeling things going wrong. It can't get any worse than this. Let's see. Pretending, and just not having enough need for mindset change. See, he keeps clinging onto the past to the point that he's just not wanting to change anything from his current life to even like harbor some fucking growth, like nothing. He just want to keep sticking by whatever old shit that he keeps doing all the time, thinking they're going to just keep saving him. I mean, who the fuck says that love is like a BBL? I never listened to his album, but like those IG accounts that post um captions or lyrics from songs and whatever. And I saw that shit and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck has the world become to? What the fuck has a rap, quote unquote, his rap has become to? I mean, let me not speak about that because he makes me so fucking angry. Like, where did everything go? But anyway, he's just doing like the utmost about a lot of stuff, but not taking care of himself. Like, the whole thing, the whole relationship, the whole shit is dead. The whole ship has fucking sink. He's left out in the cold. She saw how sneaky he has gotten. She saw how manipulative he was. How he always gets away with shit that he does behind the scenes, and how he always jumps from a lady to another lady, and how he always tries to like keep his weirdo behavior behind closed doors. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, how he tries to keep all that shit just in there and intact and just not let people in. She saw lots of stuff that he has done that she found out were odd, and she just can't couldn't keep handling all that shit. So she just like her last straw was him just having another baby while they were together, I think. Let me see. He's always wanting control. He had like lots of red flags that she kept ignoring, but yeah. But the fact that there was a child involved or like child allegations involved, so she's like, I can't just keep doing this. And it started to get like rockier. Oh, okay, not too much because I didn't mean to just like say that, but it just like remind me of the guy that she's with, ASAP Rocky, I think. Yeah, but it started to get much more tense, kind of like the signs were there, but at the same time like they weren't, or they were just ignoring them, and they started to like she started to slowly kind of like detach herself and just like distangle, like I don't know if it's like distangle, Detangle, I think. Detangle, sorry, detangle herself from the whole situation. Even though they still had love for one another, and he still does. She just decided to call it quits because it wasn't going to work, and it wasn't working. But it definitely did create lots of shocks. It was a lot of shit that got shook up and got shaken up when um, all of this hit the news, and all of this got started to get mentioned, and everybody just started to come up with their own accusations and allegations. Some of them were true, another part of them wasn't, but there was the energy of just like not wanting something serious, or just like being a player, and like crying, or just living in regret and kind of like fumbling the bag, just feeling like everybody's just shitting on you because you're undergoing this publicly. There's a lot of regretful energy in here, like when their breakup happened. Lots of crying, lots of feeling like you're experiencing that loss. See, there it goes. The dick card. Should have kept it in your pants. There's lots of just energies that are signifying and strengthening the fact that, yeah, it wasn't a very messy breakup. In here, it doesn't feel very messy, but it definitely did feel like it was a loss, and it was like a striking movement that definitely shocked everybody, and just nobody was kind of expecting that. But there was that type of like stagnation that kind of like would make your relationship either sink or jump over the bridge. See, there was also the fact that there was that okay, there was that obsession with work, or just like she was at the peak of her career, even more than she was having fun. She still brought him out on stage. He still was like acting foolish, and just they were having fun on stage together and shit. But at the same time, whenever she turned him down, he would just get all in his feelings, because like, you're just playing with my feelings and you're just doing the most about it. And I mean, in a way, she kind of was. But at the same time, I'm hearing her say that was payback to whatever that he was doing to her. So like, um, if you just want to fuck around, then you're gonna find out the hard way, I guess. And yeah, here is a crowd. What you mean, we're a couple, and you just like involving other women in the picture, other people in the picture. So like, I understand her, to be honest, but at the same time, that ain't healthy. But everybody loves a little toxicity in their life, and they undergo it. So we're all humans after all. But yeah, he was just acting a fool and acting foolish, always hoping for new beginnings, always just being delusional and thinking that maybe there is a chance, maybe there is like another opportunity. But he fails to realize that he missed out on all the opportunities and all the chances with her, and now she's moved on to something bigger, something happier and much more fulfilling towards her, and for her, and it's beneficial for her. And the fact that he just doesn't get to be in that picture just rubs him the wrong way, and he's always going to keep doing this until one of them just like snaps and kind of like responds to him. And that's what he's waiting for, because if they ever do that, um he's like, you know they proved me right. I was, they knew this, I was talking about her. So like, okay, if they respond, he's going to just pour more into that shit and just say a lot more about all of that, and it's just going to be it's not going to be pretty, to be honest. It's just going to come and go, but it's definitely going to stick for a while. I mean, what is going to make what's going to make a scandal go? Another scandal. So like, there's always going to be something new in the entertainment business. But at the same time, he just really wants a response so badly that he wouldn't like mind just going lower, just so he can get that. Because in his head, he thinks it's only fair to come as her and come as her um, femininity, come at her sensuality. I don't want to say all the nasty words. Come at her in that way because if she does so, because he can't fucking forget how good she was to him, how badly he fumbles, how much of a star she really is, how much she upgrades the person. He can't forget the fact that her box is literally is what I'm hearing is like the Nicki Minaj line in high school. The box is better than the box he was held in and shit, which is kind of true. That's what he's thinking. I ain't saying shit, but it's the fact. Oh my god, I need to do my nails. I'm going to do black nails because it's October, but and then I'm going to have orange ones. But sorry, that was so random. Is the fact that he just knows what the fuck he fumbled. Like everybody just keeps looking at him crazily. He doesn't like the fact that oh, he's Rihanna's ex. He wants it to be, oh, she's Drake's ex. Like he wants that. He doesn't want the opposite of that. And he's really fucking get like gnawing at him and just like getting him in such a way that he's just eating at him alive. And he hates that shit. Yup. He fucking despises the fuck out of this. And it's always making him sad the fact that he just he's at odds with her and they're not good nor cool together. But I mean, he did so much shit towards her that even if she wanted to, like kind of just get over it and forgive him or just like not care. I mean, what she does not care. Like she's not worried about him in the slightest, but she doesn't appreciate the fact that he keeps mentioning her. So he's just going to be doing this for a long time until he really like says something that's going to make her sorry, that's going to make her really snap and just say something or just react in a way or does something like laugh it off or just get a small reaction is going to put everything like shoot everything up basically. But I mean, it's not really surprising to be honest because let's see one last time. I don't know how this relates with Drake right now. Yeah, because she's moving forward. She's not worried about him. Like he's the one worried about her. She's going to keep moving forward. She's just, in her element, just, loving her life and shit. But she has strong, clear boundaries, and she's not going to step back from them or like overstep them. But she knows what she's doing. She hates the fact that he doesn't think of the long term and how is this going to affect him. And she also knows that he's doing all this because he fumbled her and missed out on all the opportunities, and he regrets a lot of shit like that. But she also knows that, like no matter how hard she's going to just like she moved on from this. She accepted that over, like, she suffered from the breakup. She definitely felt the loss too because she liked him and loved him. But at the same time, she knew that was toxic and she wasn't going to stand there and just look at him do all that shit. And she knew that he was having a lot of shit done behind the scenes and he was doing a lot of stuff that was very controlling, very weird. And wasn't spiking her interest like that because he was emotionally manipulative and he misuses his power. He does a lot of shit that is very odd to people that are younger than him. Oh shit. He does a lot of shit to people that are younger than him, which means like luring them in, trying to kind of like brainwash them by just giving them like all that talk about oh you should join this and that or just like kind of like luring them in or just like trapping them with all the talks about whatever he can provide and shit like that. And she's like, okay, they're curious. Um, they want to know a lot. They want to, like get everything that he's trying to advertise in there. And she's just, and he's, like knowing what the fuck he's doing. And at times she foughts with him over some shit like that. She's like, that's not going to help. And she really just saw how he moves and how he does everything. She didn't want to become a part of this whole burden shit because like I already have lots of shit to deal with on my own. I am not going to be a pawn in his game and shit. So yeah, she's bored and disconnected from all of this that regards him, and she doesn't like this. And she just sees this as a dead beat and dead end deal that she refuses to kind of like acknowledge. Wait. Yeah, she's just like, he needs to wake up and realize whatever the fuck he's doing isn't going to work, and that's going to be like best for him before I even like say something to him about it. So, group chat. I mean, well, this is just like another version or like another more detailed version of the last Drake Ariana tarot readings I've done, which was like days ago. And yeah, I hope I did provide a little bit of more of info about the situation. And till we meet again on another reading. Bye.